Greetings, everybody. Michael here. Today I'm going to talk about reality. So, we've been experiencing quite a bit of what seems to be chaos in the world. And what's really happening is a rebalancing of all of these different forms of energy. So, remember, everything is energy, everything is a different form of energy, everything is moving, and nothingness is a concept that allows for people to take a thought form and use it as a springboard. So we fear what we don't understand. So acceptance of really anything is allowing for you to receive the information. And when you do it in a way that is faithful and less fearful, what will happen is you will simply become more aware when you accept that data transmission. So, what can we say reality is? Well, reality is anything you perceive it to be. So, your consciousness is who you are. And who you are is an observer. You are also a data collector. You are constantly receiving information in the form of energy 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, for as long as you are in this realm of existence. So, the gift of life is simply that which we accept. So, if you judge the process in a way that is not allowing for you to simply receive the data, then you're putting up a barrier. You're disallowing for truth to be known by your consciousness. And it's really that simple. So instead of placing any barrier or limitation, and this goes for the concept of what you think will make you happy, that's still a limitation because you really can only truly know how you feel right here and now. That's the only thing you could ever possibly know for 100% certainty. Everything else is however you perceive it to be. So, what we do then is we categorize in order to make sense of the information. We label it, we put it in a series of sequences, we order it. And when we make something ordered, we're placing it in positions for our consciousness to be able to process that data. And when it resonates with us, then we are able to receive the transmission if we allow it to be received. So the allowance of truth is to accept that it is data. That's it. It's information. We don't need to judge it in any way, shape, or form. If we judge it as bad, then we're going, or painful, before we've ever even experienced it, then we're going to put that barrier, that belief that it's not meant for you. So then you're going to create your own reality by remaining however aware you happen to be at that point in time. When you can accept that there is always more to learn, then you allow for that transmission to be received. And we can become more aware faster if we acknowledge that we learn not just by what we see and what we hear, but what we smell, what we taste, and what we touch. So all of your 5 basic senses are going to come into play. And then we use our 6th sense, which is our mind, our conscience. This is how we begin to process that data. You think of your brain as a circuit board, and whenever you feel resistance, what's happening is the energy is being prevented from flowing freely. So to have an open mind, you make the connections by remembering who and what you are and why you are here, to reconnect those synapses so that the transmission of energy can be disseminated throughout your entire being. So if you determine that you are supposed to be happy, let's say, then you are choosing to experience what you think will make you happy. You're able to be unpresent by either living in fear of the future and denying yourself an experience, but you're also doing the same thing when you determine that you deserve to be happy, for example, and therefore you place the limitation on what will allow for you to feel joy. So either way, you're creating limitations. So when you have less expectations of what you're meant to feel, you will experience things that you never even thought of as being useful pieces of information. So experiences are always just information. Be less judgmental and more allowing for yourself to receive those gifts. Everything is a gift. Everything is meant for you to become who and what you will be as soon as you are ready to become. And you don't have to worry about how that will happen. Just accept that it will. That's what faith is. So keep the faith. Whenever you feel any level of friction, recognize it for what it is, a reminder to become present and receive the information. You will store it as a memory to be processed at the perfect time. A lot of the information that you receive is unnecessary for you to know how it feels until you become more aware, at which point in time it will become apparently clear why you experienced that event. So give yourself a break, enjoy life, go with the flow, know that God loves you, and have fun. The discovery of new things is always an adventure, and it's meant for you to enjoy. And you'll feel those moments of joy and bliss, and you'll understand that you were meant to feel that way. And in a way, it is a reward for being faithful. And then you will level out into a feeling of peacefulness so that you can proceed along to the next experience. How's that sound, Miley? I think Miley agrees. So with that, I'm going to leave you folks to enjoy the rest of your day, wherever, whenever, and however you may be. You can find peace and know that God loves you. All right, guys. I love you, and I appreciate any feedback on my posts and welcome you to check out my YouTube page, Everard Music, and have a great day.